boy. Uh-oh, there's a dude sleeping on the highway. No, 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 no. Shame, shame, we know your name. All right, we're on the freeway. In the rain. It's really exciting. We'll see if traffic picks up down here in Iowa City. Pizza. 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 I want this pizza. I want pizza. That's a little early for pizza, but I'd still eat some with you. I don't know why people are asleep on there. It's most companies that you work for, they have policies, and those policies say you are not allowed to do it. And then there's a law. You're not allowed to park on the side of the highway or the off-ramps. It's illegal. And you can get a ticket, and they'll tow you like smash into those parked trucks. And it's not even on the company, it's on the driver. Because the driver did poor planning. It's his fault because he should have planned his route better. It sucks. It really sucks, all these rules. But if you don't plan properly, that's the only place there is. It shows that you're not a very good driver if you parked on the side of the highway. Because if you're a good driver, you would have planned your route like a professional. I'm not a party pooper and I'm not a rat. But if it was me parked on the side of the highway, that's when the cops sort of showed up. But since it wasn't me, so it's like I have the bad luck. I have very bad luck when it comes to trying to get away with breaking the law. That's why I get up at 5 o'clock and I drive. A lot of those truckers, they wake up like, oh, it's not daylight yet, and they roll back over and go to sleep. And that's not an American way. That's the lazy way. You get up when that clock says get up, and you have time, and you roll. We're not out here for a beauty contest. We're not out here for a happy contest. We're out here to make money for our family. So when that DOT clock hits 10 hours, I'm up driving. I don't sit there. But I'm comfortable and warm in my bed, so I must stay longer. No, I've got money to make. I drive about 600 miles a day. About that, give or take. Depends on if I have a lot of waiting. Today I waited for over 3 hours to unload and then load again. And so that counted against me. It took some time off my driving. Oh boy. Oh boy. dark out here. Very dark out here. Scary at night. It's so spooky. Iowa City, 17 miles. Ooh. Alright, wake up, wake up. America. America. I had the windows of the truck open last night, and it was nice and cool. And then something happened because I had to close the window. So I think somebody poured their pee all over the place. Because man, it started smelling like a bathroom room. Like out of nowhere. And I had to roll the windows up. Just deal with it. It's crazy what's going on out here. It's crazy. People just peeing and pooping everywhere like we're living in a third world country. And I think, well, we were a very progressive country, forward-thinking country, but the people that are coming here they're not coming from first world countries, they're coming from third world countries. So if we look at the deterioration of our society, we're thinking it's going into a third world direction. And how do we blame? I mean, if you can't blame it, we can't fix it. We can't find the problem, how are we going to fix it? And every time anybody in America addresses the problem, there's a whole lot of names they call us. I'm sure you've heard all the names on TV, all the different names that America is, or Americans are. But they're not talking about Americans, they're just talking about people that have blonde hair and blue eyes. They say, oh, we're not allowed to because we're born this way, that we're somehow the problem. I'm not throwing my poopies everywhere. I'm not throwing my trash everywhere. I save my trash. And I take it to the trash receptacle like we designed in this country to be. I went to the truck stop just down to buy 3 5-hour energies. Last me the whole day. And the woman behind the counter, she was talking under her breath as if, oh, there's a shitty customer here, I have to do something. And so I just grabbed 3 5-hour energies and I set them on the counter. And then she rang them up. And then she walked away. And I didn't even pay yet. So I slid my debit card into the machine and I paid. She didn't even care. Like, this country is going to collapse. Everyone that's moving here, they're bringing such hate with them. Maybe when America was being founded, the people that were coming here, like the Irish people, the Italian people, they were all coming here with bad attitudes, and then they had to fix them. Maybe that has got to have been a hard process to try to get rid of the cultures, the negative parts of your cultures that you have when you come to a country. There's got to be like a 20-year span of really chaotic chaos. But it's a little bit different here because it's not just bringing bad attitudes, they're bringing their violence. Every week they're finding people beheaded and chopped into pieces in New York City. This one family, they got caught with body parts in their house, and they admitted what they did, and they took the police around town to all the body parts they threw around, and then they were let out of jail within an hour later. They were let out of jail, and they said, okay, well, you come back to court in 2 years. 2 years. Who's going to come back to court knowing you're going to go to jail for life? Who's going to come back? Somebody changed the rules in America to where you don't have to go to jail when you commit crimes. And now there's crime everywhere. Everywhere's crime. Everywhere's crime. This used to be a beautiful country. I feel lucky that I got to grow up in this country in the 80s. I feel lucky. But my kids have been in front of the computer in the house since they were born. They've not been allowed to go outside because of the violence. And I live on a farm. What we got to do is we got to hope that these people that are moving to America will assimilate, become Americans, and not become African Americans or Mexican Americans or wherever they're from. Because that's not how you build a country. It's by all these, I'm this and this. No, you got to be American or you got to be nothing. And I don't mean nothing like wherever you are is nothing, but you left your country because they were about to kill you or you're a refugee. You can't come to America and then wave your flags that you came from, seeking refuge from. It's very disrespectful. And now that we see that the migrants are coming to America, they get free money and free houses and free cars and free insurance, and then they get the money from the government and they go on vacation back to the country they're fleeing from. And Americans are looking at each other going, well, we just bought everything for you. We gave you everything you could ever want, and you would never get in your country because your country's persecuting you. And now you want to take the money and you want to go fly back there, and then you want to have a vacation there. It's really confusing as Americans because all of our tax dollars are being drained. All the money for roads and schools and retirement is all being spent on these new generation of migrants coming here. And they're not even migrants, they're just coming in to get free stuff. Free stuff. What happens when we run out of free stuff over here? Are they going to go to another country and get free stuff? Or maybe the other countries will learn from our mistakes and go, hey, wait a minute. Maybe free stuff isn't good. Maybe it hurts people that give them free stuff. Maybe human nature says, hey, you can't give people free stuff. Because then they'll come looking for more free stuff until there's nothing left. I think the goal should be assimilation. If I were to move to your country, and then I wave an American flag, and then I take your money and I use it to spend on my American dreams in your country, you wouldn't let me do that very long before you'd ask me to leave. Say, I'm sorry, I have to ask you to leave or become a citizen of this country. But America doesn't require that. America says, oh, you can still represent whatever country you want. You don't even have to like America. As a matter of fact, American flags are now offensive in this country. If you're flying an American flag, they can get you for hate speech because it's offensive. It's like, the American flag is offensive in America, man. What's going on? What happens is the people, they come here from other countries into these towns and they elect themselves into position and they start passing laws in America that's anti-American. They say you cannot fly those flags here because it's disrespectful to people that come from other countries. I'm like, wait, they came from other countries to become American now. They're supposed to become American, like, oh, we'll all be one Americans. But the new generation of people don't believe that Americans should be Americans anymore. And that we should be a melting pot. And we get rid of the American flag. And we'll just fly whatever flags they want to fly. I think the new generations, they didn't get taught history where people came here from Europe and they were coming from a very bad situation, coming into a worse situation over here. And we had to win war after war after war and kill millions and millions of us before people finally respected us as a country. And so it's very important that we maintained this and became Americans. And then when Mexico didn't want us to be here, we went through a long battle and a long war with Mexico, and we beat the shit out of them. We beat them from Texas to Mexico City. We conquered every inch of Mexico, but we didn't take it from them. We allowed them to have their sovereignty, and we gave them their country back. And one rule is, please don't do this to us again, because we don't want to have to do that to you. And so now Mexico's taking over America. It's like, wait a minute. We allowed you to remain sovereign. We allowed you, like the Middle East, when America conquered the Middle East, we didn't give it back to the people. We conquered Iraq, we gave it back to them. Everywhere we conquered in a war and lost lots of Americans, we gave it to the people. We didn't take them. And I think that's got to change. I think we should start taking over countries and keeping them, and keeping their resources. Maybe next war we'll keep it. I don't think that's too much to ask. It doesn't sound nice for the country we take over. But we've won a lot of wars. We've asked for nothing. When we got bombed in Pearl Harbor by the Japanese, we took the war to them. We conquered them within hours. We didn't take Japan. We didn't make it American. Matter of fact, we rebuilt it. We allowed them to apologize. And then we fully funded their rebuild and turned them into a superpower. When we defeated Germany, we didn't take Germany. We allowed them to apologize to the world and make it right. And then we paid to rebuild Germany. That's the American way. You want to fuck with us? We're going to smack you in the face right in front of all your friends. We're going to allow you to apologize. And then we'll hold your hand as we rebuild your confidence. But now Americans being riddled with everybody but Americans. With no morals and no ethics. No stoicism. No respect. And that's going to end up biting us in the ass. America. America. I was not raised in a white neighborhood. I was raised in downtown Los Angeles, where everyone was brown and everyone was abusive to the white people. And then when I left Los Angeles, I went to a little town called Augusta, Georgia, where I was the only white kid there. And I was abused by all the African Americans. There's nowhere in America that Americans are safe. I don't care what Hollywood says. I don't care what the movies say. It seems like everywhere in the world, white people have problems everywhere. There are a lot of white rich people, I get that. But white people are far from safe anywhere in the world. Everywhere you go, white people are the minority, whether people like to admit it or not. And I'm not crybaby baby poopy about it. I'm just being real about it. That's why when the neighborhood gets bad, white people move away, and they call it white flight in America. When white people move away, it's because white people don't want to die. We just want to work and feed our kids. We don't want to battle everywhere we go. And some cultures, they're all about it. They're all about it. Y'all got to be hard around here. Y'all got to be strapped around here. Y'all got to represent around here. Y'all got to be gangsters around here. Y'all got to be pimps around here. Y'all got to be hard around here. Y'all, we killers around here. That's America right there. And that's what true Americans are running from. This violent culture is destroying this country like it destroyed every other country. And we're looking at a post-apocalyptic society out here. Oh, what is post-apocalyptic society? I don't know. Most of the Middle East, most of South America is living in